Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to start the second tutorial of the SolidWorks. But before that, let's recall the first tutorial. So in the last tutorial, we all learned about point number 1, how to start SolidWorks. Point number 2, how to select planes. Then point number 3, how to convert or select the units. Then the point number 4, 9 different commands, but we start with the lines only. Then point number 5, we see three different lines, that is line, midpoint line and the center line. After that, point number 6, how to give dimensions, how to make inclination between the two lines, how to make a triangle by using lines, and point number 7, how to make lines perfectly vertical or a horizontal. So today we are going to start the second tutorial. In this we are going to learn three different commands, that is a circle, then a rectangle and a arc. So let's start with the circles. I have selected the planes already, that is a top plane I have selected. Now just go over a circle. Here you can see a two different circles, that is a circle and a perimeter circle. You have to click on this circle. Just select a circle and place the first point where the circle is going to be start. So you can start with the midpoint, or we can call it as the origin, or any other where you want. So I start with the origin, and here is circle is created. Just you have to drag your mouse and place the second point and then press escape. Now you have to give the dimensions for this circle. So just select a circle and give a dimensions of a 20, so that the circle is created and it is a fully defined circle. Here you can see that it is a fully defined. In the last tutorial we have seen why it is important to make a sketch fully defined. So in the same way you can draw many circles in the same way. Then just give a dimensions to the circles. Just give a dimension of 50, then give a dimensions of a 25. So in the same way you are able to make all the circles. Now the circles are not fully defined, so you have to give the dimensions accordingly to make these circles fully defined. Now you have to press Ctrl Z if you want to go back. After that, there is a second circle, that is a perimeter circle. The difference between this circle and perimeter circle is the selection of the point. In the circles, normal circle, you have to select the only 2 points, that is the center point and the end point where your circle is created. But in this perimeter circles, you have to select the 3 points, that is, you can see the first point I have selected and the circle is started. Now I have to select the second point, that is, I selected the second point over here, and it will be move only to that point. And for the third point I have to select one point over here. So this is created now. So accordingly, there are only two difference or major difference in the perimeter circles and the normal circle is the selection of points. That is, the normal circle is created by using the 2 points and the perimeter circle is created by using a 3 points. So this is about the circles. After that, we are going to see how to make a rectangles. So in the rectangle, we have seen many different commands or parameters, like a corner rectangle, a center rectangle, a 3 point corner rectangle, then 3 point center rectangle, and a parallelogram. So let's start with a corner rectangle. So what is this corner rectangle? Just you have to select the one start point anywhere, just like this. You have to click on that point and you have to drag your mouse accordingly up, down, left and right, so that your rectangle is created. So you have to just select the first point and you have to select the second point, and your rectangle is created. Now this is under defined rectangle, so you have to give the dimensions accordingly. let's give the dimensions of 100 and another dimensions of, let's give a dimension of a 50. So here you can see that the rectangle is fully defined and created. So this is about the corner rectangle. What we see that you have to just select a first point, that is the start point, and you have to select the second point where your rectangle is completed. Okay. Now the next one is the center rectangle. In this center rectangle, you have to select the center point first, and accordingly the rectangle is created as like the midpoint line. It is equal on the both sides from the centers, and it is created exactly from the center, that is its name indicates it is a midpoint rectangle. So here the midpoint rectangle is created. Just you have to give the dimensions, like give a dimensions of 100, select, then give a dimension to this point, this line, that is let's give a dimensions of 200. So this is a fully defined rectangle is created, that is a midpoint rectangle. Now there are the third rectangle type, that is the 3-point corner rectangle. So in the corner rectangle and these 3-point corner rectangles, only a difference, that is the selection of the points. In corner rectangle the same, that we have to select the only start point and the end point, but in this 3-point corner rectangle you have to first select the first point, that is the start point, then you have to select the second point, then accordingly you have to select the third point, and then your rectangle is created. So this is the very basic difference, that in normal corner rectangle you have to select the 2 points, and in this rectangle you have to select the 3 points. So now your rectangle is fully created. Now we are going to see the next type of the rectangle, that is the center point, and which is about 3 points center rectangle. It is same as the same midpoint rectangle, as like you have to select the first center, then you have to select the second point, and then you have to drag it for the third point, and your rectangle is created accordingly. Then press escape, then give a dimensions to the rectangle, that is let's give a dimensions of 200, then let's give a dimension to the side, it's about 150. So accordingly your rectangle is created. So this is the basic difference between the rectangles, that is a corner rectangle and the center point rectangle. Here only a difference between the selection of the points, and at the last we have the parallelogram, that is you have to just select the first point, then you have to select the second point, and it will be created like that, as like parallelogram. See, let's go select the point, end point, then press escape. So this is a parallelogram. You have to give the dimensions to the parallelogram, sides, that is let's give it a 50, then give it also a 50, let's give dimension to, so this is your fully defined parallelogram is created. So this is about the circles and the rectangle. We will going to merge this all in a, when we are going to start the practices. So now we will start with what is a arc. So for that purpose, let's first we draw a rectangle. Let's give dimensions to the rectangle 150, then let's give dimensions of let's give a dimension of 50. So Now we have to go in the arc. In this arc you see center point arc, tangent arc and 3-point arc. The name indicates it's a center point arc. Let's select this. First select the center point, then select the end point, and your arc is created accordingly. So this is about the center point arc. How it will be created, that you have to select the first point, center point, from where you want to start, then give a second point, and this is your arc is created accordingly. So this is about the center point arc. Now here the second one is the tangent arc, that is you have to select the first point, then you have to select the second point, and accordingly your arc is created. Dimensions are already given to the this line, that is 50. So the arc is created is also 50. And the third one is the 3-point arc, that is you have to select the first point, then you have to select the second end point, and then you have to select the midpoint, so that your arc is created. Its name itself indicates that this is a center point 3-point arc. So you have to select the 3 point, that is a center point, that is a center, that is the start point, then the end point. The start point, the end point, and the center point, so that your arc is created accordingly. And this is the center point arc. So this is all about the arc. We all seen this is about arc, it is about rectangle, and just make a circle also, and this is about the circle. So whatever today we learn, we merge it in a single sketch, so it is easy to all understand. That is how to make a circle. In the circle we have seen two different circles, that is a circle and a perimeter circle. So in circle you have to select the 2 points, in perimeter circles you have to select the 3 points. In the rectangle we see many different points, that is corner, center, 3 point center, rectangle, parallelogram, and there's a major difference regarding in this is the points, that is the 2-point selection and the 3-point selection. Then we see the arc. So in this arc also, that is the center point arc, you have to select the first center, then you have to select the end point. Then in tangent arc you have to select this tangent straight line, and you have to select the second point, so your arc is created. And in the 3-point you have to select first start point, then end point, and then you have to select the center point. So this is about the today's sessions and the today's tutorial, that we have today learned the 3 different commands: circle, then a arc, and then rectangle. So